Hello once again, and welcome back to another haphazard production with your host, Lance Jeffrey Renard. Prior to having a stroke, I don't know, what is it, 21 days now? It was a while ago, and things are going quite well in relation to, putting my orders and my words together, being able to speak things. I don't commonly want to get into the political arena, because, it's just a false. It's all fake. And Trump goes, well, the media is fake. Well, yeah, it is. At least that part is true. But there are both sides on the medias. You see, Haven, Lisa, there are a whole of people that in Fox News, they show both sides. They want to keep the media confused. And so right now it's in this time where Biden is doing the, hey, we won. And Trump is doing the, we landslided, but you won't show it because the media is a bunch of liars. And yeah, well, it's going that way. I mean, it doesn't matter what is spoken. You're getting lies on both sides. You got the police officer. I've talked to several police officers that in different areas, actually a good variety of police officers, and told me that this is a lie. This is all a lie. This Biden crap is just a bunch of hooey and phooey. And that's not just because I have a stroke that I'm saying that, because I did. And by the way, I'm having my surgery on November 13th at 10 o'clock in the morning. And it's an issue detail because of the type, they block off part of my vein to clear it out so that part of my brain can reactivate. And it still works, but it doesn't work to the capacity. It doesn't get the flow into that area in my brain, which makes you a little brain dead. Hey, I'm brain dead. I could while away the hours conversing with the flowers and talking to the rain. Ba-dum-ba-da-da-da-dum. I could whittle with a whittle. I could whistle with a whistle if I only had a brain. And, right, there are certain things that I remember, not as a matter of remember, it's a matter of articulating it, actually saying the words properly. It's quite difficult, and I have driven myself through it because of my high intensive intelligence. And it has a lot to do with my exercising my mental capacities. And it has not been easy, gang. And you are alone in it. You might have friends who are, I'm your pal, I'm your buddy. And I appreciate that very much and love you for that. But, in the final analysis, we're all alone in the details that we have to go through by ourselves, unless you're part of a team. And so at any rate, I was talking about the political arena, which I would prefer to stay out of it. I know it upsets people to say, Biden's a liar and Trump's a liar. Well, Trump is whacked out of his mind. I mean, you've seen that in the Biden insanity that he's openly projected in like sniffing kids' hair over and over again. I mean, there's so many weird things going on that we focus on to distract ourselves from the realities of what's really going on in our world. We got the sprays in the skies of these sprays that are being, dropped down to us, rained down upon us, and it's evidenced. It's true. It's evidence. You can prove it. And the same with the lies that are in this political arena. You can see lies on both sides. Predominantly, who should have won, or who's going to win? Well, it's switching over to Biden, obviously. Who actually voted the number of votes for Trump? I think far, far more Trumps voted for him, but see, that's not up to me to make. It's not up to mine to make. Because in the final analysis, it's an illusion. It's whatever you're told it is. There's no control of it. It's like if you go and you get your COVID checked, which I just had COVID checked when I was in the hospital 2.5 weeks ago, somewhere in there. I got checked by COVID and negative, right? Well, they could have said whatever they wanted. So is that a fact, Jack? Is it the truth? How do I know? Whatever they tell me, I'm going to have to believe, right? It's like watching the media. If you watch the media and you want to take any value in what's being spoken, you pretty much have to believe what you're being told. So now I just had another COVID checked because within a week you have to have COVID checked now before you have surgery. And just yesterday I was in this long line in North Memorial Hospital in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And there were had to have been 8 lines of cars because you drive up in your car and they have a tent and you drive your car into the tent and they jam a long Q-tip up into your brain and jab it in there and you know, take a piece of your brain out of it. Essentially, it's what it seems like anyway. They jam a long Q-tip into your nose, and then they're going to come back with whether or not you have COVID within the next couple of days. Even though it can be actually done within a couple of hours, the volume of people that they have to count, test, supposedly, what is the COVID? Is it an actual virus? You know, that's another curiosity. That we're just taking what at face value that we're told. I'm an average guy. You know, I don't have any superpowers to determine whether or not somebody's got COVID. Oh, there's some COVID on that. Oh, that guy's, you can tell he's got COVID on. There's a big cloud of, and speaking of which, you know, like a cloud of COVIDs floating around. I mean, what is that? What's going on? Because people are like swimming with their masks on. People are in their cars driving with their mask on, and they're alone in their car. People are riding their bicycles with their masks on. I'm like, what, are you going to run a cloud? Are you going through a cloud of COVID? What the hell? Just brainwashed, believing whatever you're told, and that's the way it is. And this gullibility of believing everything that you're told is just, wow, man. Really? Can't you think for yourself? Please, let's try that. Let's try and, you know, and take a look at the details and essay for yourself what is most likely occurring here. Now that I've gotten tested with COVID again, am I going to come in positive with it? I don't know. Once again, they can say whatever they want to say to stop me from having my surgery, or, yep, go ahead with the surgery. He doesn't have the COVID. He didn't go that cloud of COVID. Huh. All right. And people, well, it exists, but it was created in, California tech and brought over to China and all these different theories that are up. I used to work at the COVID test, and we created COVID back in, the 60s. So many details that are coming through, and some of they're contrary to other things. Contrary, they're not making sense. Biden, Trump, COVID, no COVID, wear the mask, and the relationship of that looking like a satanic ritual. I studied training in all rituals when I was young. For many years, 7 solid years of just studying all the details and meticulous aspects of all rituals, not just Catholic, not just Satanism, not just Lutheran, not just Jewish. It's about knowledge. It's about finding and looking at and assessing the values in rituals. And why? Because I was curious. That's why. I wanted to see what actually was workable. What was workable? Can you create the weather? Can you affect the weather? Can you affect people's actions, their feelings, love potions, or helping somebody get health, a stronger health immunism. And I did that like 30 years ago. I was training in all that to find out, so that I could find out. Not so that I could do all the rituals to be satanic or do all the things of Catholicism, or do to find out the details of those things. Did I experiment on left and right, on both sides of the coin? Yes, I did. I absolutely. I'm going to go over a bump here. Boink. And yeah, I looked at all aspects, because it's a matter of knowledge. In my humble opinion, it's about knowledge, guys. It's about being aware of what's available. Doesn't mean, if you study a book on prostitution, doesn't make you a prostitute to read a book about it. No, it doesn't. It's about learning knowledge. And that was my life, so much of my life. And that was applied to what's happened here with me having a stroke. That's why I feel I have a stronger ability to get over something like having a stroke than so many other people, because of all of the aspects that I had to exercise with after my stroke. I started looking at all of the, like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Well, that's what we call the alphabet. However, if you take those same glyphs or symbols and you apply them to Hebrew, now you have another, the Hebrew alphabet. And so I have those relationships, and I just wanted to mention this. I'm going to have to cut this off short, but it's about knowledge. It's about fortifying your life with knowledge to give you the abilities to rise above so many things that people fall into, that fall below from. And so with political situation, it's an enigma for me. It's a curiosity that I will continue to investigate. Do I believe that the COVID is fake? I believe it's a fake. I believe there's a virus. Now, what is a virus? Can't viruses just be killed? Well, yes. According to, if you Google virus, you'll find that viruses, they have a short period of time that they can exist. So that's why people supposedly have on masks, because you might have a piece there and piece there, and it's being passed on and passed on and passed on, and that's why it's continuing. Is it true? I don't know. I can't tell you. I don't know. What do I believe? I believe it's ultra rich, killing the poor. It's depopulation. Depopulation has occurred throughout the history of all of our lives, and will probably continue on through every life that we know. Depopulation. How are we doing it? Well, there's a variety of them right now. So I'm going to investigate these details. It could be that the stroke that occurred to me is a natural process of a blocking area, and it also could be an effect that has occurred by being in the city so much, having the 5G radiation myself from 5G, which has not been experimented enough to really find out the details. So these are the issues of the haphazard universe that I will continue to investigate. And so like, comment, and subscribe, and you will see before and after my surgery. I'm not sure if I'll do another. I'll probably do another one before my surgery occurs, and then talk to you afterwards and see if I'm any smarter. Well, I'm only so smart, but the available to grasp the details and to communicate to you these issues of the haphazard universe. So, thanks for considering these details. I know I haven't come to any absolute conclusions, but it's about thinking about things and determining for yourselves what's the value and what's the final conclusions, in my humble opinion. So thanks for playing. I think I'm doing pretty good for having a stroke less than 23 days ago. And let me know whether or not you think I am as well. Thanks for playing. Love you guys. And I'll talk to you soon. And you know what? I work for the people, not governments. I don't get paid by the government. I just take everything I have and I give it. Just to let you know, I'm here for you guys. I'm here for you, not the government. I just look like it because I have certifications. And we'll cover these details and more in our next episode, so stay tuned. And thanks again. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.